20 years ago, Robert Kennedy won the California primary. On that night, tragedy struck.
Hold him! Kennedy has been shot.
Robert Kennedy, loved by so many.
As he said many times, some men see things as they are and say why. I dream things that never were and say why not.
Bobby Kennedy, A Remembrance, Sunday at 8 on Channel 5.
Suddenly, there's a whole new way of looking at sports sedans. The new Mitsubishi Galant. Its design is dynamic and spirited. Unlike Camry or Accord, Galant offers the world's most advanced electronic suspension, available anti-lock braking, and was voted Japan's Car of the Year. But Galant's most significant development isn't just the technology that's gone into it, but the feeling you'll get out of it. The new Mitsubishi Galant, with prices starting around $10,700. It's suddenly the obvious choice.
This is the most sophisticated manufacturing process known to man. The natural process that creates the sweet, delicious taste of Arrowhead Mountain Spring water. Water that's gently filtered through layer upon layer of granite. Water so perfect, you won't find it anywhere else except up here. Arrowhead Mountain Spring water. At your door or store. Water from a higher source.
I just don't understand. It's been a year since we were hit.
We're close. We just need more time.
You keep saying that.
A little patience could be very profitable.
And what if it's all for nothing?
That's the gamble we have to take.
Gamble to you, to us, it's our lives.
We'll return to crimes of violence following these messages.
Yep, it's a fact. Summer cookouts were started by cowboys in the Smoky Mountains.
Black Angus is serving the best of summer.
And nobody knows outdoor cooking like a cowboy.
With specials like barbecued baby back ribs, succulent tiger shrimp, and marinated top sirloin.
Sure stays light late in summer.
Summertime dinners from $7.95 at Black Angus.
Stays awful warm, too.
There's a brand new meat market in your neighborhood. It's the first to sell both USDA Select and USDA Choice Beef exclusively. USDA Select for those who prefer a lean, lower-calorie cut. USDA Choice for those who insist on a steak that's juicy and well-marbled. True, some other stores sell USDA-graded beef, but nobody sells it for less.
Because the new meat market in your neighborhood is lucky.
Miss Lucy, we ought to just take her out of that orphanage.
I'm working on it. Got some money now. Lawyer, too.
The promise to never drift away.
She's my sister.
At Pacific Bell, we believe that's pretty special.
Uncle Forrest, are the stars out where you are?
Honey, they're so close, we can almost touch them.
I won't drift away.
Luxury in the fast lane. Your Jeep Eagle dealers bring you Eagle Premier with one of the most powerful engines in its class. An optional multi-port fuel-injected overhead cam V6 with a drag coefficient lower than any sedan built in North America. And now with special factory financing, only 8.8%. Or take advantage of this special bonus. Eagle Premier, world-class technology that's easy to get into.
Now at your California Jeep Eagle dealer, where you can expect the best from the best.
Suddenly, there's a whole new way of looking at sports sedans. The new Mitsubishi Galant. Its design is dynamic and spirited. Unlike Camry or Accord, Galant offers the world's most advanced available anti-lock braking and was voted Japan's Car of the Year. But Galant's most significant development isn't just the technology that's gone into it, but the feeling you'll get out of it. The new Mitsubishi Galant, with prices starting around $10,700. It's suddenly the obvious choice.
Should I get the hot dogs or the hamburgers?
You'd be surprised who's coming into AM/PM mini markets for our mix and match special.
Hamburger, great. Hot dog, terrific. Oh.
Now you can get 2 Armour hot dogs or 2 100% all-beef hamburgers, or even one of each, done right here for just 99 cents.
This is it. I'll have a hot dog. hamburger.
Sir, would you like a bag?
Bag? Is there a choice? What do people use?
4 times in the legislature of California, Leo McCarthy took action against the death penalty. Twice he tried to repeal it. Twice he voted against it. Leo McCarthy voted to reduce penalties even for repeat criminal offenders. Twice. Leo McCarthy led the effort to put Judge Rose Bird on the California Supreme Court. What Leo McCarthy does helps keep criminals in our neighborhoods and not here where they belong. And that's a crime in itself.
Sean Connery.
There's a proper way to do things.
Mark Harmon.
You want to settle this like gentlemen?
Tradition.
This is my command here.
My father doesn't order me to do anything.
Treachery.
In that bottle of in the water. Something worth killing for.
Murder.
It's a peace mission.
Deal with CIA.
Get out of here!
Behind the walls of the Presidio. Rated R. Starts Friday, June 10th at a theater near you.
Gotta get away, gotta get away, gotta get away.
Get away on a golden holiday. You can be pampered. Be impressed. Be relaxed. Be different. Be on your way to a golden holiday.
Gotta get away on a golden holiday.
See your travel agent or contact Malaysia Airlines.
The following is a news update brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers.
I'm Stan Chambers, and coming up tonight, a special report on teenage crime with solutions for parents. The body of the 40th victim of the Green River serial killer has been identified. And a shark alert along the Florida coast. Details tonight on News at 10.
Hi. Have you seen the paper yet? Today is a really good day to buy a new Ford. Look at this.
The Page One News is the new 88.5 Escort with a brand new look and $500 cash back directly from Ford. And look at this. You get a $688 discount on the GT Special Option Package.
Told you it was a good day.
Okay, Nose, go check it out. Nose can smell a stinky roach spray a block away.
Not this one. Raid Ant and Roach Killer has a lighter scent than ever before.
All clear.
So it's easier on you, tough as ever on roaches.
Hey, Nose, what smells so good? Who knows? Uh-oh.
Raid Ant and Roach Killer kills bugs dead with a better, lighter scent.
It's my theory that the more you buy at the Kmart Glidden Paint Sale, the more you save. Buy 30,000 gallons of spread satin or spread enamel, and you could save enough to buy a swell car. The savings on 50,000 gallons of spread house could send you around the world, twice. 100,000 gallons saves you enough to buy your dream house. See? My theory works. 1,000,000 gallons. Let's talk a million
Glidden
now.
Paint Sale at Kmart. Going on now.
Buy a zillion gallons, and you can buy your own country, and, ooh, give it a second coat. Buy a zillion trillion gallons.
Captain Kirk.
Yellow alert.
Mr. Spock. Klingons. Fantastic space creatures. Alien super beings. And you. It's not a TV show. It isn't a movie. It's the Star Trek adventure you've always dreamed of. Hang on! But now you won't just dream it. You'll be part of it. Star Trek Live, beaming aboard the Universal Studios Tour, June 9th.
The special interests are buying our government, funneling millions to politicians. Cut campaign spending. Vote yes on 68, the one the special interests hate.
This program contains graphic scenes of violence and language which some may find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Suddenly, there's a whole new development in sports sedans. So superior, it was voted Car of the Year in Japan. Introducing the new 89 Galant from Mitsubishi. Suddenly, the obvious choice. It's not here, or here, or here. No, Japan's Car of the Year is only at your Mitsubishi Motors dealer, and it's priced lower than the competition. The 89 Galant from Mitsubishi. Suddenly, the obvious choice.
Oh, let me tell you the best way to eat a chicken. You know, your fajita pita chicken. You take all white meat chicken, you season it, and you grill it up with onions, sprinkle it with your cheddar cheese, tomatoes, and top it off with salsa, and oh, it's very good.
This is the way to eat chicken. The new chicken fajita pita, only at Jack in the Box restaurants. For serious fajita eaters.
And that was just the fajita part. Wait till you hear about the pita part.
It's nothing to be afraid of. It's not bumpy or anything. And it doesn't go that fast. And you only get a little wet. What do you say, big guy?
Bigfoot Rapids, now at Knott's. It's one hairy ride.
It's just not fair. California collects 6 cents in sales tax on every dollar's worth of gas. That's $700 million a year. But almost none of this money is used to improve our roads. Traffic is getting worse. Our roads are more dangerous than ever, and that hurts everyone. Proposition 72 uses taxes we already pay at the pump to build better highways, safer roads.
Put your gas tax to work building roads. Vote yes on 72.
This is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks on the road. And this is how a Ferrari Testarossa looks to the road, where it ultimately responds through the contact patch of its Goodyear Eagle tires. The exclusive tires chosen by Ferrari for every Testarossa sold in America. Goodyear Eagles, because there really is a difference.
We'll return to crimes of violence following these messages.
This baker has just tasted Millbrook Bakery bread. He is stunned. You see, he bought the bread at the grocery store, but Millbrook tastes just as good as bread from a bakery. He is not alone. More and more bakers are making the same discovery. Try Millbrook Bakery breads, like butter crowned white and wheat. It's the taste that stunned the bakers.
This is the most sophisticated manufacturing process known to man. The natural process that creates the sweet, delicious taste of Arrowhead Mountain spring water. Water that's gently filtered through layer upon layer of granite. Water so perfect, you won't find it anywhere else except up here. Arrowhead Mountain spring water. At your door or store, water from a higher source.
Target now carries RCA. In fact, Target's carrying all kinds of great RCA products at really great prices. Like an RCA VCR with HQ and remote control for just $229.99. And a 13-inch RCA color TV for just $159.99. So, now that Target carries RCA at bargain prices, you can too. Target. You'll never pay less.
Luxury in the fast lane. Your Jeep Eagle dealers bring you Eagle Premier with one of the most powerful engines in its class. An optional multi-port fuel-injected overhead cam V6 with a drag coefficient lower than any sedan built in North America. And right now, with special financing to keep payments this low or take advantage of this special bonus. Eagle Premier, world-class technology that's easy to get into. Test drive an Eagle Premier at your California Jeep Eagle dealer.
Channel 5 pays a special tribute to the memory of Robert Kennedy, loved by so many. Bobby Kennedy, A Remembrance, Sunday at 8.
Suddenly, there's a whole new way of looking at sports sedans. The new Mitsubishi Galant. Its design is dynamic and spirited. Unlike Camry or Accord, Galant offers the world's most advanced electronic suspension, available anti-lock braking, and was voted Japan's Car of the Year. But Galant's most significant development isn't just the technology that's gone into it, but the feeling you'll get out of it. The new Mitsubishi Galant with prices starting around $10,700. It's suddenly the obvious choice.
There's a brand new meat market in your neighborhood. It's the first to sell both USDA Select and USDA Choice Beef exclusively. USDA Select, for those who prefer a lean, lower-calorie cut. USDA choice for those who insist on a steak that's juicy and well-marbled. True, some other stores sell USDA-graded beef, but nobody sells it for less.
Because the new meat market in your neighborhood is lucky.
As an aerobics instructor, I am really impressed with Carl's Jr. Their charbroiler chicken salad is so fresh, and they didn't hurt the ozone layer to make it. It comes with a whole boneless breast of charbroiled chicken, with more protein than a ball full of sea kelp. And you can eat it in whatever space gives you a sense of inner bliss.
That's beautiful. Introducing the new Charbroiler Chicken Salad, one of 4 new salads to go, only at Carl's Jr.
Looks good. We won. Close. The other driver settled.
That should just about cover it.
Now, remember now, that's 6 for you and 4 for me.
Hey, wait a minute. They offered me 8. What did I need you for?
To represent your interests.
My interests? Or yours?
Lillian had a difficult problem, an ovarian condition that was very painful and extremely difficult to treat. I said to her, I wish I had a magic wand or something. Nothing seemed to work, except not giving up. We solved it. Lillian's fine, thank goodness. Then guess what she brought me?
As a member of Kaiser Permanente, you can have a personal physician, one like Dr. Mary Ann Miner. Kaiser Permanente, good people, good medicine.
The following news update is brought to you by Day and Night Heating and Air Conditioning and your local dealer. He's in your phone book.
I'm Hal Fishman. Coming up tonight, a special report on how parents can cope with teenage crime. A 15-year-old prostitute has now been identified as the 40th victim of a serial killer. And evidently there's competition among the first ladies at the Moscow Summit. Tonight on News at 10.
This day and night air conditioner is out here in these mean conditions and corrosive salt air for just one reason. It's being tested to make sure your day and night has the right stuff to last. Right now, day and night dealers are offering the right stuff too. Call one today and ask for details on day and night's $200 rebate offer.
For more information, call 1-800-HOT-SALE. That's 1-800-HOT-SALE.
Dr. Pepper, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No other taste gives me the thing you do. I got a bad case of loving you.
Dr. Pepper, just what the doctor... It's the summer of '88 on HBO and Cinemax. It's HBO for the biggest and the hottest hits, the brightest stars, and exciting sports action. Add Cinemax for more movies and more choice, from Hollywood's best to timeless classics. You'll find them all on Cinemax. Bring home the summer of '88 with HBO and Cinemax. Get installation for 88 cents in the first month of HBO and Cinemax for 88 cents.
Dutch Boy Satin Finish has the look that gets the looks. The look that's today's hottest decorating trend. You can see why it's worth more.
This is the famous Jeep Wrangler. This is the Suzuki Samurai. Now, Jeep Wrangler comes with more standard horsepower, more passenger room, more cargo capacity, more torque, a longer wheelbase. And if all that weren't enough, you also get Wrangler's legendary durability and performance. So what does the famous Jeep Wrangler reduce the competition to? You get the idea.
Test drive a Jeep Wrangler at your California Jeep Eagle dealer.
When I asked Bill to go with me to that Jeep Eagle dealer, He started telling me what to look for in a new Jeep Cherokee, but I said, look, Bill, I already know. It offers the only full-time four-wheel drive system in its class and the most powerful engine. Plus, it's been named 4x4 of the year, again. And he said, if you know so much about it, what do you want me along for? And I said, why, Bill, somebody's got to pick out the color.
Test drive a Jeep Cherokee at your California Jeep Eagle dealer.
Should I get the hot dogs or the hamburgers?
You'd be surprised who's coming into AM/PM mini markets for our mix and match special.
Hamburger, great, great. Hot dog, terrific. Oh.
Now you can get 2 Armour hot dogs or 2 100% all beef hamburgers or even one of each done right here for just 99 cents.
This is it. I'll have a hot dog and a hamburger.
Sir, would you like a bag?
A bag? Is there a choice? What do people eat?
There's a war going on out there on our streets. Death and human destruction. Drug abuse and gang violence feeding on one another. Law enforcement is the first line of defense, and law enforcement needs support. When we needed more personnel for our gang and drug units, Supervisor Antonovich responded. We'll win that war, but we can't do it alone. We've always had the full support of Mike Antonovich. We count on Mike. He's tough.
Mike Antonovich. Keep him on the job.
If you're not watching closely, the flavor of your food can fall asleep on the job. So what do you do with snoozing food? Remember the accents. Accent wakes up the flavor of all your favorite foods. Just shake it and wake it. Accent wakes up the flavor of food.
It's my theory that the more you buy at the Kmart Glidden Paint Sale, the more you save. Buy 30,000 gallons of spread satin or spread enamel, and you could save enough to buy a swell car. The savings on 50,000 gallons of spread house could send you around the world, twice. 100,000 gallons saves you enough to buy your dream house. See? My theory works. 1,000,000 gallons. Let's talk a million
Glidden
now.
Paint Sale at Kmart.
Gallons.
Going on now.
Buy a zillion gallons, and you can buy your own country, and, ooh, give it a second coat. Buy a zillion trillion...
We'll return to Crimes of Violence following these messages.
Starting Monday, buckle up for laughs, because Taxi's on the move to 11 p.m.
I bet you're excited.
And you'll stay excited all summer, because the laugh meter never stops running.
You all excuse me. I'm going to get my mommy.
Hi.
Then at 11:30, Soap is back.
Pull it out your ears.
They're cleaning up with late-night laughs. So shift into high gear for Taxi and Soap starting Monday night at 11 on Channel 5.
When I was a kid, gym shoes were for gym. Today they're a fashion statement. I mean, that's all they wear. Which is why we shop at Payless. See, at Payless, they can get all the with-it styles. Only I don't have to pay all those with-it prices.
Mom, seen my pink high tops?
Must be prom night.
Right now, family athletic shoes are on sale from $9.99 to $14.99. The latest styles, $9.99 to $14.99. Pay less Shoe Source. You could pay more, but why?
How long has it been since a musical lifted you beyond your greatest expectations? Les Miserables is the musical sensation you've been waiting for. The dazzling musical spectacular with an award-winning score that stirs the soul and a story that inspires you to take on the world. The wait is over. The best musical in years is here. Seats now on sale through December 31st. Call 1-800-233-3123 for Les Miserables. Fight to get a ticket.
Hi. Have you seen the paper yet? Today is a really good day to buy a new Ford. Look at this.
The Page One News is the new 88.5 Escort with a brand new look and $500 cash back directly from Ford. And look at this. You get a $688 discount on the GT Special Option Package.
Told you it was a good day.
Tonight's Channel 5 special presentation of Crimes of Violence has been brought to you by Japan's Car of the Year, the new Galant from Mitsubishi. Suddenly the obvious choice.
A bizarre nightmare draws a man back to a small town to recreate his own murder. Michael Sarrazin.
You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to do hours of painful, strenuous exercise. Your weight loss will be sure and steady. You'll lose all of the weight you want, and it will stay off for good. I'll be here during this half hour to guide you through the information being presented and recap what's been discussed. And I'll tell you exactly how you can order the neuropsychology of weight control for yourself. The complete audio cassette system plus a 144-page companion study guide is just $69.95. The complete audio system and study guide plus
of the team from field to front office and see a team come through and win the World Series. This is my first year here. I take no credit at all.
That's not what you told me a little while ago now.
Yeah, but that was a private discussion.
Did you really think that all of this could possibly happen in the reorganization's first year as they completely reorganized?
I think that I would be lying to you if I said I knew that we had the ingredients to do it. I knew that we had a lot of talented people. I was hoping that it would come together as a team. They did, and they grew all year. And at the end of the season, they continued to grow. We were talking off camera earlier. We're playing players, Jose Gonzalez, for example, who came up from Albuquerque August 31st. He's inserted into the World Series. That tells you something about the confidence of a manager and his players.
Thank you so very much. What else? Do it again next year.
Got to do it.
Okay, Tommy, congratulations again.
Thank you for the time.
Okay, Tommy Hawkins of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, we all know the Dodgers wrapped up the World Series championship 4-1 last Thursday night. And believe me, it was wet and wild in the Dodger clubhouse in Oakland, as I personally found out.
Oh, no! Oh, man.
The World Championship. You have it despite all the doubters.
We're world champions. That's even hard to say. It's hard to say because I really didn't. I believed in this team, but I didn't believe in this team. I'm a logical statistician, and I look at the lineup we put out there, and I look at how much we battle, and we just overcame some obstacles, and we caught some people at tough times, and we played hard, and we outpitched them, and we out-defensed them, and we out-hit them. And when you do that in baseball, you win, and that's what we did.
Can you believe it? I tell you what, there's a lot of people that can't believe it, but we believed in ourselves. We believed in our own selves, and we went out there and we proved it. We played a little bit of ball there, went out and moved the runners, did the little things, but we played as a team, and we're the world champs, and it's the greatest feeling ever.
When we had the press conference, before we went to spring training, when we introduced the new players, I said to all the fans, I said, buy tickets now for the Cedars Ball Club play, because they're going to be fighting for tickets in the Fall Classic to get in to see us, and they're going to be dancing in the streets of Los Angeles in October. I said that before we went to spring training, and I'll tell you something, Jim. Tomorrow, I'm going to dance in the streets of Los Angeles.
Tracy, it's all yours. Do it.
All right. John Shelby, the World Series. What does it feel like?
Awesome. Fantastic. Unbelievable. We did it.
Reporting live. Reporting live. Reporting live. This is Jim Hill from the Dodgers clubhouse. We'll be back after this.
I'm going to tell you something. That champagne and cold beer hurts. It really, really hurts. The world champions are only a couple of moments from coming out on the steps of City Hall. The UCLA marching band is here, and I guess it's only appropriate. The Dodgers are #1 in baseball. The UCLA football team, Bruins, #1 in college football. Let's go to Rick Lozano now, who has a very special interview. Rick?
Okay, thank you, Jim. You know, as a broadcast journalist, you're often looking up to these taller players, and I'm kind of used to what I'm doing now. I'm having to look up from down on the ground as we await the arrival of the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. With me right now is a fellow whose name is very familiar. He might look familiar to you. He is Officer Michael, what was that last name again? Strawberry. Michael Strawberry, brother of New York Mets right fielder Darryl Strawberry. I'm wondering what's going through your mind right now, having a brother who plays for the Mets, yet here the celebration is in front of the steps of City Hall. It's ironic that I'm here at the Dodgers celebration, being that my brother then would have pulled it off. I'd probably be in New York right now. But being that they didn't win it, being a local boy and all, I'm glad the Dodgers pulled it off. What about when the two teams are going head-to-head?
course, I'm pulling for my brother. You know, my heart will always be with L.A., but when they're playing the Mets, I got to go for the Mets.
You were an athlete, I take it?
Yes, I was. I was in the Dodgers organization, as a matter of fact, for a couple of years. So athletics runs in the family, I guess you could say.
I mentioned earlier, officer, that the crowd up to this point had behaved impeccably. I assume that would be true in your eyes as well.
Yeah, I did, until, until the world champs arrived, and then it was a new ball game altogether. So.
What kind of a crowd do we have down here, do you think?
I think it was a fairly good crowd. You know, when we had the Lakers here, I worked that event also, and they were a little unruly, but I think these Dodger fans can appreciate the world champs a little better than the Laker fans did.
In terms of size, how would you estimate it?
Oh, man, we got a good crowd here. Roughly thousands. I don't know how many, maybe 40, 50,000, I estimate.
Officer Strawberry, thanks for joining us, and we'll let you get back to the beat.
Okay, thank you for having me, Jim.
All right, Officer Michael Strawberry, Darryl Strawberry's brother. Jim, we're going to send it back to you.
Okay, Rick, thank you very much. And there it is, my friends, the World Series trophy. That's what it's all about. That's what the Los Angeles Dodgers have been working for since they went to spring training way back in February.
I cannot miss this.
We got to keep you back.
And so it is finished for the second time in the 1980s. And the fifth time since they moved to Los Angeles, the Dodgers are celebrating here on the steps of City Hall as being the champions of Major League Baseball. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, this is the biggest sports hangout in town. The Raiders have been honored here once in the 80s, the Lakers 3 times, and now the Dodgers twice. It is really and truly amazing what has happened this afternoon. Oral Hershiser coming up. Alfredo Griffin talking about how happy he was to be here. And now Alfredo is going to come down here and join us. Well, Alfredo, world champion. Was the parade everything that you thought it would be?
I never dreamed to see something like this today. This is unbelievable. That's great, you know, I can't believe it. Now I know why everybody wants to get to the World Series and win it.
What was it like driving down the streets of Los Angeles in the parade where everybody was hollering and screaming at you?
I feel like Mr. Reagan. I thought it was Mr. Reagan, you know, waving at the people. That's beautiful. I can't believe it. I'll tell you one thing. From today on, this is going to make me play this game harder than ever because I want to be there every year.
Hey, thank you so much. Congratulations and have fun.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and now the guy who literally had to beg for a job from Fred Claire. Now Fred Claire's going to have to come and beg him to come back and play again next year.
He won't have to beg. It'll be a pleasure to be back here with this Dodger team again. It was one of the greatest teams I think I've ever seen in the history of sports. I was with a great team for a lot of years, the Baltimore Orioles, and we had some great World Series, some great playoffs, some great seasons, but there's something very special about this team because they weren't as good as that, but they had more heart.
And you were able to lend some of your leadership and some of your experience in the real tough days of the season.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, I didn't hear what the question was. There's so many people yelling.
Yeah, during the tough days of the season, you were able to lend your leadership and experience to the club.
Well, it wasn't tough to do. You know, a lot of younger guys came to me and asked me, you know, some things during the course of the season. What do I have to do in order to be better than I am? And all I did was not give them advice, but just tell them what some of the great players that I played with have done, like the Eddie Murrays and the Jim Palmers and Steve Stones and guys like that. They took the advice, they went out and they executed.
What in the world is this club going to do now to repeat next year? The pressure's really going to be on. You can't sneak up on anyone now.
Well, I think win, lose, or draw next year, we have to go to the spring training with the same attitude that we went this year, that we have to start all over again, that we're not number one anymore, that we've got to work just as hard as we did last year, and we have to stay together. That's the biggest key ingredient to this ball club, is staying together, playing together, and winning together.
Where did Lasorda get his speech from this afternoon? From you?
No, he doesn't get any speeches from anybody. He's the man that writes the book on speeches because He's just got his heart here in L.A. He's got his heart in baseball, you know, and it's not tough for Tommy to get up there and speak like he speaks, because he speaks from the heart, and you can feel it when he gets up there and talks.
And what are you going to do during the off-season? It's got to be tremendously busy for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of days ago was the first day of the 1988 season. As soon as our season was over, I've already started to prepare myself for 1989. I already started to work out and strengthen myself in the areas I thought I was weakest in. And next year, we're just going to have to put it all back together now. I'm ready to go.
World Series champion. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds very nice, especially at home after all these years.
Thank you so much. Good
all
luck.
Right, Jimmy.
Okay, that is Rick Dempsey. Let me tell you something, my friends. It has been a marvelous experience for all of us here at Channel 7. We're so glad that you could be with us. And for those of you who are interested, All My Children, which was preempted, will be recapped at 4 o'clock on the 4 o'clock news. So for Rick Lozano, Gene Washington, and Gene Gleason up top in the Air 7, I'm Jim Hill. Thank you so much for watching. So long, everybody. We'll see you at 4 o'clock right here on Channel 7.
This has been an Eyewitness News special report. We join our regular program schedule after these messages.
Go. You can depend on me. No.
Depend on new improved Kodak batteries to last longer than ever. So day or night, we'll be there.
You can depend on me.
Kodak batteries depend on us.
Yeah, I think we got it down.
Everyone is watching, searching for a brand of soft contact lens solutions that won't cause problems. The burning, stinging reactions thimerosal can cause. Now there is one, from a name you've trusted for over 90 years, Murine. Murine soft contact lens solutions are virtually irritation-free because Murine only makes solutions that are thimerosal-free. Comfortable Murine soft contact lens solutions, not problems.
When I'm working in the kitchen, anything I find to make my life easier, like Reynolds plastic wrap, is greatly appreciated. It handles great. And cling? How's this for cling? Keeps things really fresh. So get yourself some Reynolds plastic wrap and make your kitchen easier to handle.
Reynolds plastic wrap. Wrap it right.
I had very high blood pressure, and I consider myself about a walking time bomb.
And I said, look, I weigh over 200 pounds, and I think I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm over 40 years old, and I'm desperate. I was a diabetic. I couldn't walk.
If you don't lose weight, you're not going to live very long.
If you are 100 pounds overweight, call 1-800-LIGHT-LIFE. One phone call can change your life.
There is hope for you. There is something.
Every woman has her own special magic.
But only one will be crowned Miss I on L.A.
Meet the semifinalists October 31st on 7.
Do we need the death penalty? This week at 5 on 7.
It's a boy. Huh? It's a girl.
They've just been delivered. Love's Deluxe for boys and girls. Now that the news has leaked, not much else will.
Usual. Coming up. Mind passing the Heinz? Sure.
When you've got something this rich, this thick, why waste time with anything else? Heinz Ketchup. The best things come to those who wait. Only Heinz has a handle on 64 ounces of ketchup. We're still working on the buns.
31, 32. Gray hair creeps up on you until suddenly all the mirrors are asking the same question. Should you cover your gray? As nature forces you to answer, know this. There is a hair coloring as gentle to the hair as a shampoo. Loving Care. No peroxide, no roots. Loving Care covers your gray with a beautiful match to your natural color. 40. Gray hair or Loving Care. Let us know when you reach your decision.
I never thought I'd like it. Then one night I was working late, needed a cup of coffee. No milk around, just coffee made. I knew plenty of guys around the office used it all the time, so I gave it a shot. You know, it makes coffee taste creamy, rich, the whole bit. Now I know why those guys like Coffee Mate instead of milk. Makes coffee taste great. And I never believed it.
Coffee Mate from Carnation. Don't doubt it. Try it.
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp?
Taste what they've done to my oatmeal. Oatmeal Raisin Crisp, the nutrition of whole grain oats in flakes.
I taste raisins and almonds.
It's that little brown sugar I taste. Taste what they've done to oatmeal.
He says I'm a gorgeous blonde. I say I'm a smart blonde. He says my hair's the color of a pale golden jewel. I say, of course. I use Preference by L'Oreal. Preference color is translucent with subtle shadings. He says touching my hair is a sensuous experience. I say that's the Preference difference. He says I'm worth it. I say the guy's no dummy.
Performing Preference from L'Oreal.
Here you're cooking that Crisco's place. Here you're eating that no oily taste. Here it is. Here it isn't. Here's Crisco cooking up fries. And because most of it comes back, there's no oily taste. Here it isn't. No oily taste. It's true. So your cooking comes through. Here it is. Here it isn't. Here it is.
Inside string, left nose, even got me a new pet. But I still had a bad memory, so Mom got me Locomotion, the newest memory game. Now I can remember 10 things in a row without forgetting one, like move on my bottom, act like a chicken.
Milton Bradley has memory games for all ages, like Original Memory, Match and Move, and Animal Family.
Now Mom's happy and Dad's thrilled, but I'm stuck with the 4,000-pound head.
The memory games, they're too much fun to forget.
Yo, Dexter, you want some special grub? Okay, let's add the amount of protein in this steak, carbohydrates like in this tater, all together with some ground yellow corn. All this nutrition sounds tasty. Well, it's all here in Purina Dog Chow. All the nutrition you need, all the taste you want. With Purina Dog Chow, I add but one thing. Come here, boy. Right, Dexter? Good boy. That's my dog.
If I were a carpet, I might look pretty much like
Other carpets.
I'd be colorful, rich-looking. I'd talk about stains and wear and tear. So how would you be sure I was built to stay this good-looking? Look for this, because there's only one genuine, authentic, unduplicated, DuPont-certified stain master carpet. And a lot of others trying to get by on appearances.
It's not a stain master carpet if it doesn't say DuPont.
Fisher-Price just reinvented the wheels. Roller skates that grow with your kids as they learn to skate. This little switch lets you set them for beginners, like Sherry, so the wheels only go forward for a steadier ride. Michael's are set for the little experts. And hooray, no buckles or laces.
She's skating! Look, she's skating!
The Fisher-Price roller skates. It's about time.
I was practicing my hook shot when she walked in.
Looks like we're working together.
Brains, talent, she had everything.
Story's hot.
Including bad breath.
Something wrong?
I moved to the right, the left. There was no escape.
Excuse me.
Somebody like her.
How can I forget Scoop? Bad breath germs, goodbye. Wow, I'll show him.
Oh, no. Not again.
Hi.
Her breath.
I figured it out.
Right. For a positive reaction, the power of Scope. Now that we cleared the air, we could finally get down to business.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Great taste and just 1 calorie. Everyone's turning on to Diet Coke. Based on a true story.
Be a good boy now and you listen to Daddy.
Charlie's taken Davy 1,000,000 times. Nothing's ever happened.
Oh, my God.
Mrs. Rothenberg, David will probably die.
Bernadette Peters. John Glover.
What did the kid do that made you want to hurt him?
I didn't want to do it.
I want to hold him so bad to tell him it's going to be all right, and I can't.
Tomorrow, the incredible story of David.
Waving, you never look better.
Can I take your picture today?
Don't know when I've seen such a smile. Don't you love what we do to get the best out of you?
Through Saturday only at Sears, get 2 8x10s, 2 5x7s, and 10 wallet-sized portraits for just $14.95.
A face like yours is
terrific.
They're the best, and I gotta tell you, baby, you never look better.
Sears, your money's worth and a whole lot more.
Hi, Dad.
I heard.
Yeah, 2 cavities.
It's time for ACT.
ACT fluoride rinse can cut cavities 40% more than brushing alone, because ACT gets to surfaces a brush can miss. ACT now to reduce cavities 40%.
Your little girl is growing up. Her needs are changing every day, from clothes
Mom.
to medicine. She's just the right age for junior strength Tylenol. 2 easy-to-swallow caplets do the work of 4 chewables. When they outgrow chewables, junior strength Tylenol.
Hello, precious. Did you have a nice nap? Today, Mommy's got a surprise for you. See? Apple.
Gerber presents First Foods, Fruits, and Vegetables. 100% natural baby food, so smooth. They're for beginners only, and only from Gerber. A single-serving jar is the start of a perfectly planned feeding system. To begin with, to grow with, to stay with for the first 2 years. Questions? Call Gerber.
My new shirt. Mom's gonna kill me. That's what washing machines are for, right? Right.
Another unreported stain. You know, the kind your family doesn't tell you about till it's through the dryer and set for life. That's why you should add Biz Bleach to every wash load to find many unreported stains and lift them up and away. Even though unreported stains have a way of slipping into your wash, they can't get by Biz.
Tuesday, has school turned Tony into a new man?
Euphemisms, aphorisms, and terse rejoinders.
I liked you better when your participle dangled.
Who's the boss? Then it's Roseanne. The Washington Post called it a sitcom winner.
How popular do you want to be?
Tomorrow.
One love, get closer. One love, get closer. When you're closer, that's when closer comes. What a deep and a fresh smell. It's the nicest thing that you can do. Do it for me, and I'll do it for you. One love.
Get Close Up in paste, tartar control, and gel.
If you have kids,
You gotta know about New Balance Stain Guard.
it makes lots of clothes stain resistant.
So if your 3-year-old throws a meatball at his brother, the spaghetti stain will wash out just like this.
Isn't it incredible?
Incredible.
So get New Balance with Stain Guard and get a job unstained.
At Play School, we know little kids love surprises.
Hi, Cookie Monster. Hi, Bert. Hi, Big Bird.
So we make Play School Sesame Street Poppin' Pals. Push a button and another friend pops up.
Bye, Oscar. Bye, Ernie. Bye, Big Bird.
Extra strength Alka-Seltzer has more of what you take Alka-Seltzer for. More medicine. More bubbles. For fast relief of heartburn with a headache, try
Extra strength Alka-Seltzer. More of what you take Alka-Seltzer for.
Real Flintstones kids. 10 million strong and growing.
It's a big world, and nobody knows more about helping kids grow into it than Flintstones.
10 million strong and growing.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, more of our conversation with legendary rock star David Crosby.
Later in the week, Alan Thicke, Joanna Kearns, and Debbie Reynolds on Good Morning America.
And Wednesday at 8/7 Central, Maggie's having her baby. But not everyone is thrilled on growing pains. Then head of the class heads for Russia. After one look and you'll know why the critics raved. One look and you'll know why it won the Emmy. Now you can look at the Wonder Years when it returns for a special hour Wednesday. Olivia's plan for revenge has disastrous results. Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News Brief. Next.
On the next home, a visit to the home of 227 star Elena Reed and easy-to-make puppet theater the kids are going to love.
Negotiate maternity leave without losing your job, and some usual holiday gifts that cost only pennies to make. I'm Sandy Hill.
I'm Rob Weller. Join us on Home.
An ABC News Brief. Now from New York, Peter Jennings.
Good afternoon. Vice President Bush says today there is no racism involved in his campaign criticizing the Massachusetts furlough program. Governor Dukakis told California crowds today the Republican campaign is full of lies. Overseas, Israeli planes have bombed Lebanon for the second time in a week. Israel claims it hit pro-Syrian military targets. And in the largest corporate takeover bid ever, a New York investment firm has offered to buy RJR Nabisco for more than $20 billion. RJR's own management has been trying to take the company private. That is News Brief, and I'm Peter Jennings.
On Sunday, most people in Waipahu, Hawaii, don't do much more than walk downtown for a shave ice and a little conversation. The rest of the week, they go sugar.
Drive for more.
Convicted cop killer Gregory Powell.
A crazed immigrant, a royal conspiracy, a doctor obsessed with black magic, or a vicious heir to the throne.
As a maniac with an obsession to mutilate.
Who was Jack the Ripper?
He was frustrated.
Why has his identity remained secret for 100 years?
God almighty.
No one will know before you the secret identity of Jack the Ripper.
A live world premiere, Wednesday at 8 on Fox 11.
George Bush was made responsible for stopping drug traffic into this country. What happened? Cocaine traffic up 300%. More drugs in our classrooms. And Panamanian drug lord Noriega kept on the government payroll. That's the Bush record on fighting drugs. And the man George Bush wants in charge of the problem next, Dan Quayle.
I'm going to be coordinating the drug effort.
In his state, Mike Dukakis got results. More drug offenders behind bars. Drug use down in the high schools. Michael Dukakis for president.
What's the bottom line? Your Southern California Toyota dealer's 89 intro sale with introductory deals on the 89 Tercel, one of America's most trouble-free cars, on the 89 Corolla, a subcompact with the highest resale value, on the Camry, the lowest-priced V6 import sold in America, on the cars that now have extra value packages. No better cars, no better deals, no better time. And that's the bottom line.
K-Light 100 FM, Southern California's only light music station. One after another, after another. K-Light 100 FM plays light music, only your favorites, the great songs. K-Light 100 FM, light music, special memories, the light in the middle of your dial. K-Light 100 FM.
Being a woman, you probably don't understand how important a good mechanic is.
Yes, Mr. Barnes.
You don't let just anybody touch a sophisticated machine like mine.
Yes, Mr. Barnes.
That's the sixth time I've used my mechanic this year. Don't know where I'd be without it.
Do you need another ride home tomorrow, Mr. Barnes?
Could you?
Yes.
Is your mechanic spending more time with your car than you are? With dependable Hyundai Excel. Cars that make sense.
I eat sausage with onions with your president, and my wife is telling me get lost. So, I'll take a Clorette.
Hello, my little babushka.
Only Clorette has Actazole with chlorophyll. Gets rid of bad breath fast. Choose any one of these syrups for your cough, and you might as well choose them all, because they all use the same cough suppressant, all except Benylin. Only Benylin gives you the choice of diphenhydramine, the only choice to help stop your cough.
For those little trips that turn into wild adventures, suddenly there's the new four-door Mitsubishi Montero. V6 power and four-wheel drive help you avoid snarling beasts. Montero offers surprising comfort under the most savage conditions, and it even has more room than Jeep Cherokee. The new four-door V6 Montero, because sometimes it's a jungle out there.
Mitsubishi, from the obvious stars.
When that clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for golden light. It's a
and large Coca-Cola or quarter pounded with cheese and large Coke. McDonald's $1.99 combos. This is a limited engagement.
Tonight on Fox News, a quiet Tustin neighborhood is stunned when a neighbor kills 3 members of his family and then turns the gun on himself. Details at 10.
Now, on our next edition of A Current Affair, Doctor, what did you do to your daughter?
She grew up rich, but one day the family mansion became her prison, and police say her wealthy parents became her brutal guards, all because she followed the latest teen fads. Now, after enduring a year of mental and physical torture, this pretty teenager is finally free, and the mom and dad who tried to shield her from the temptations of the modern world are on the run from the law.
That's on our next edition. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, America.
Now, one woman has to fight off the most deadly of all fatal attractions. Jane Seymour stars in The Haunting Passion. Next on Fox 11.
What makes great baseball special? Willie Mays' unforgettable catch in Game 154? Is it Reggie Jackson's sensational slugging in 77? 3 pitches, 3 homers. No, it's AM/PM Mini Market's great baseball special in 88. 2 Armour hot dogs with all the fixings you can pile on for just 88 cents. Oh, and Don Larson's perfect game in 56 was pretty special, too. Come into AM/PM now for the great baseball special.
Oil drilling is usually safe, but accidents do happen.
Controller Gray Davis against Occidental Petroleum's oil drilling scheme.
Occidental wants to drill 60 oil wells here, next to an earthquake fault. Last month, oil pipelines in the San Fernando Valley erupted twice, and in August, an oil rig exploded. Call, and I'm white-knuckling it.
Call SHIP. It's special medical treatment, more than just counseling.
You were in the hospital, what, a month?
No, 10 days and a couple follow.
Maybe I better call Schick.
Yeah.
Schick's alcohol program has the #1 success rate.
Where? Nexus.
Where did you
It's
get
in salon.
that hair?
Only in salons.
Excuse me if I stare. Where?
Nexus.
Where?
Nexus.
Where did
Nexus.
you get that
Only in
hair?
salons.
Ooh, Nexus. Ooh, Nexus.
Nexus Products, where you go for beautiful hair.
Now Coco's has something great on the grill.
Come on.
Sizzling shrimp, beef, and chicken brochettes.
Come on. Let me show you where it's at. Coco's is the place, and I like it like that.
Here's not 1, not 2, but 3 shrimp, beef, or chicken brochettes, or any combination of 3, with rice, fresh vegetables, and fruit. Come on, pick up some sticks. Only $7.95 at Coco's.
Coco's is the place, and I like it like that. Come on.
Dear Royal Caribbean, who said good help is hard to find? Judging by your staff, you have no problem. My special compliments go to Jacques, whose attention never faltered. To Scotty, who bent over backwards for us. To Ronaldo, who kept our cabin spotless. Oh, to your charming Captain Erickson. To the Royal Caribbean entertainers, whom my husband particularly enjoyed. To Cynthia.
Royal Caribbean, when you're ready for something better.
The Porsche 944. The Volvo 740 Turbo Wagon. To you, they're 2 completely different cars. But to a radar gun, they look exactly alike.
Enjoy a new driving experience. Test drive a Volvo today.
First grandchild?
Next president?
Oh, a boy.
A girl.
Got any advice for her?
Save your money.
Where?
American Savings.
Why American?
For convenience. I have all my accounts there.
And service?
I've never had better.
Never.
You be the judge.
American Savings, setting the standard for service.
$700 a day?
And you don't have Blue Cross?
Gee, we'd help you out, but we might send Joey to college.
We'll talk to Aunt Edna.
This year, 1 in 7 Americans will wind up in the hospital.
We'll talk to Uncle Louie. 700. That's not bad. A day, Louie. 700. That's not bad. A day, Louie. A day. A day? That's bad.
If you're not covered, call an authorized Blue Cross agent or 678-6777.
Bally's is...
Ladies and gentlemen, Smokey Robinson.
Bally's Summer Sun Pack. 3 days and 2 nights of spacious accommodations with dining, a health spa visit, 2-for-1 super show entertainment, and more. Just $32.50 per person.
Bally's is Las Vegas.
One good turn deserves another as Two on the Town takes you back to paradise, Tahitian style. Kick back and relax aboard the world's largest floating resort for day 2 in Tahiti. Lose your inhibitions in the primitive pleasures of the South Pacific. Dive deep into the reefs of French Polynesia and learn the mystery of the Black Pearl. Tahiti, it's your first port of call in Two on the Town's Island Fever Week. Tahiti, spend another day in paradise. Tuesday at 7:30 on Channel 2.
Clean socks.
They're involved in all sorts of illegal acts, including theft and drugs, and they're only in their teens. Geraldo talks to...
Air transportation provided by Continental Airlines, with more service to the South Pacific than any other U.S. carrier. Hotel accommodations in Tahiti provided by the Tahiti Beachcomber.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. On Channel 2 Action News at 11, terrorists and tourists, a deadly drama on the Greek seas. Plus, Ninja Cop, Santa Ana's latest weapon in the war on drugs. And Steve Kometko reviews the new movie Short Circuit 2 at 11.
Your last chance. June 30th, 1988, Channel 2 Action News devoted an entire evening to a growing crisis that demanded attention. L.A. gangs. We showed the frightening truth about life in our streets. We encouraged silent victims to speak out. We challenged community leaders to search for answers in our neighborhoods. And we were the only television station to take an in-depth look at this complicated issue. That's why we're Southern California's real news leader, Channel 2 Action News.
McDonald's Shaken Sunday Toppers.
Shake it up, baby. Tear and pour. Tear and pour. McDonald's got my flavor. Now we got my flavor. Don't want any more. Want any more? Chocolate chip, butterscotch, mint, crush, Oreo, M&M's plain. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. At your McDonald's store. Shake it up.
Hello, this is something new. Boboli Italian bread shell, and I am Vittorio.
Pizza.
Ah, yes, Mama, my mother. We think Boboli bread shell is 10 times better than pizzeria crust. So you make 10 times better pizza than pizzeria. Put on top tomato sauce, mozzarella, onions.
Anchovy.
Put what you like.
It's ready.
8 minutes in the oven. You never taste such a good pizza. It's in the super...
Hey, forget about the spitball.
Next, a practical joke on beautiful Jennifer O'Neill.
The nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats helps keep me strong and limber, but the kid in me loves the frosted side as much as chopping timber!
Now Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats makes room for something new. New bite size. Shredded wheat nutrition. Great taste, too. Now even more fit on a spoon.
That's right.
Cigarette smuggling, a major crime around the nation. Federal agents seized over 20,000 cartons of smuggled cigarettes in Washington state. Florida reports that it loses $30 million annually from cigarette tax evasion. Richard Demery helps police on a series of cigarette smuggling raids. His body is found riddled with bullets 11 days later. 14 states open a hotline to help crack down on cigarette tax fraud. On Election Day, vote against more crime in California. Vote no on Proposition 99.
Geez, look at these poll numbers. People are really worried about the environment.
We'll do a commercial standing on a beautiful beach.
Oh, give me a break. After 7.5 years of our boys taking apart the Environmental Protection Agency, James Watt, Bush personally got him to ease up on corporate polluters. That is on the record. And now we're going to say...
He's going to say he loves the environment. He's going to make it clean and wonderful.
He'll say that?
They'd like to sell you a package. Wouldn't you rather choose a president?
Tonight on The Late Show, the outrageous Dom DeLuise and Liberace's closest friends reveal the truth about the late entertainer. That's tonight on The Late Show.
For quality selection and personal attention, make True Value Hardware your store of first choice.
The other day, my best friend and I were playing ball. He gets knocked down by one of the guys on the other team. Well, the next thing we know, he can't move his leg. The thing that was scary was none of us knew what to do. I sure didn't. Now I've learned that the first thing you should do is get an adult right away and don't try to move whoever's hurt. Knowing what to do when a sports injury happens is a big part of the game. Play it safe. For kids' sake.
All you need to know about great selection and low prices is here, inside the newest circular from True Value Hardware Store. The Fall Shopper Circular offers tuck cloth duct tape, only $3.48. A True Guard 1.5-inch laminated padlock, just $2.44. Frost King door and window weather strip, only $1.19. Taylor Tarp polywoven tarps start at $3.29, and tarp straps are priced from 39 cents at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
Right now would be the time to come to Zachary All while we have hundreds and hundreds of tuxedos on sale at $139. We carry all sizes to assure you of a correct fit. Whether you're regular, short, long, extra long, portly, or extra short, Zachary All has a men's tuxedo for you at $139. If you want the largest selection of top quality merchandise at the best price in town, then come down to Zachary All.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
If you need a car or truck, go see Cal.
If you want to save a buck, go see Cal.
If you want a brand new Dodge in your driveway or garage, go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal.
The 89 Dodge cars and trucks are on sale right now at Worthington Dodge, and we're closing out the 88s. Great big giant factory rebates and special financing. These are brand new 89s. Look, a brand new 89 Dodge Colt, $62.95, $107 a month. A brand new 89 Dodge Ram 50 pickup, $73.95, $125 a month. A new 89 Dakota pickup, $75.95, $136 a month. An 89 Dodge Caravan, $10,995, $187 a month. An 89 Dodge, a van conversion, a beautiful van conversion, $11,995, $199 a month. An 88 Suzuki Samurai 4x4 Samurai convertible, only $59.95, $105 a month. We're closing them out. Better hurry, don't get shut out. Come on over. We're open to midnight. It's Worthington Dodge on Beach Boulevard in Huntington Beach, and I'll see you here.
Rolling. Action.
Get up and get some exercise.
This is the body.
Look at him. He's beautiful. A Greek god. He'll make Schwarzenegger look like Quasimodo.
This is the brain.
How would you like to be somebody?
And this is the beach, where big bodies are big business.
What do you think of that in prime time?
Kay Lange.
Incredible.
Richard Heinz.
Go
force.
The Hustler of Muscle Beach, Wednesday at 8 on Fox 11.
She wears soft contacts. She looks great. She knows it. But her eyes didn't always feel great. Sometimes she wouldn't disinfect her lenses. Her eyes bothered her. Then her doctor switched her to Aocept. Aocept is so easy to use. She knows Aocept is working because she can see it bubbling. Her eyes feel healthy now because they are. Try Aocept. You'll see.
Ah, this is the good life. The life of La Costa. Leo McCarthy owns 2 luxury condominiums here. Market value over $500,000. Where does all McCarthy's money come from? Well, we don't know. Because while every major candidate on the California ballot, Bush, Dukakis, Quayle, Benson, and Senator Pete Wilson have released their tax returns while in office, Leo McCarthy keeps his tax returns secret. Behind closed doors.
It's the right year. Say it out loud. From the fans in the stands, the TV crowd, and the Tin Man making a big sound. In the silver bullet, won't slow you down. So come on into Coors Light. It's the right year now. Do the good life, yeah. Good life, yeah. So come on into Coors Light. It's the right year now.
By the arm. Strength can move mountains, but strength can't brush away tartar. For tartar, use your head instead, and get Colgate Tartar Control. You see, while helping to brush away plaque, Colgate's been proven to help stop tartar from building up. So you don't need strength to fight tartar. You just need smarts to buy Colgate.
Colgate Tartar Control, the wise choice.
You've only practiced an hour.
The special softness of Northern comes from 2 sheets being quilted together, and quilting makes a difference you can feel.
What's the easiest way to top a salad with Velveeta? Try Velveeta Shreds. Easy-to-use shreds of the great Velveeta taste no other shreds can match. That's Velveeta Shreds. Original or Mexican.
Nice slacks, Charlie. Gonna be ready for the party tonight?
Sure. They'll be done in a minute.
You're kidding.
Who are you talking to?
My friend Charlie. He's a billboard for CNR.
A billboard.
Yeah, a billboard. You like my new slacks?
Buy slacks at CNR. And if all you need is the bottoms tailored, we'll finish them free while you wait. CNR, because you deserve more.
Well, I think we need another TV commercial on this furlough thing.
No, wait. They're beginning to write about Dukakis' real crime record.
Look, nobody reads anymore.
Let's hope not. But first of all, Dukakis changed that furlough program. Now look at this. More cops on the street. More drug offenders behind bars. Crime down 13% in Massachusetts.
Just what I mean. How long do you expect to get away with this furlough thing?
How many more weeks till the election, Bernie?
They'd like to sell you a package. Wouldn't you rather choose the president?
Tonight at 11:30, Ross Schaefer welcomes funny man Dom DeLuise to The Late Show. Now, stay tuned for MASH, next on Fox 11.
Air Canada's executive class was created to transform business travel. With wider, more comfortable seats in a spacious, separate cabin. Stretch out in the ultimate business class to Canada. Unsurpassed comfort and priority treatment. Executive class from Air Canada.
World class, worldwide. Air Canada.
If you think you can handle the big, bold taste of extra gold draft, hang on. This is the full tilt draft real beer drinkers have been thirsty for. And it looks like they aren't gonna let go.
2020.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Nutrigrain Cereal.
Morning. What, no kiss?
Oh, sorry. Lips that touch sugar and preservatives will never touch mine.
Okay.
No. Oh, I want real commitment.
Nutrigrain?
New Kellogg's Nutrigrain Biscuits.
Biscuits?
Think positive.
Oh, no sugar added. No salt, no preservatives. I'm positive I'm going to hate this.
Introducing the only shredded wheat with no preservatives. Nutrigrain Biscuits.
Okay. Now let's talk commitment.
New Nutrigrain Biscuits.
Let me give you another reason why a small business person will work with AT&T. Now, if you're a big Fortune 500 company, you probably got the opportunity to have a big staff. You hire your own experts. But if you're a small businessman, you can't afford to hire your own communication experts. Where do you go to get those people who can help you build a network to serve your customers the way one of the biggest companies in America goes? You have very limited choices. You want to get highly skilled, knowledgeable people who can help you apply that technology to your business. That's what AT&T brings.
Here comes tomorrow's front page. Sorry, gorgeous. Just making my editor happy. Table for two. Think we have a story. And what are we serving? Seagram's Extra with the extra splash of fruit. You are cool. Oh, that looks so refreshing. Stop, you're killing me. I'm taking the night off.
Refreshing new Seagram's Extra.
Big news! McDonald's supersize cups now feature the stars of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I'm a coon.
Now at McDonald's, for a limited engagement, appearing on 3 different supersized Coca-Cola cups, the stars of the new movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Good time, great taste. Supersize makes it my place. The good time, great taste. Oh, McDonald's. Big fun.
The joys of getting ready for summer vacation. So much to fit in, so many details to remember. That's why it's nice to know Holiday Inn hotels are always there, with everything you want in a vacation hotel. Now with summer great rates, enjoy it all for only $29, $39, or $49. But get going, rooms are limited. Call now for summer great rates at a great vacation hotel.
ABC's Wide World of Sports gets your 4th of July weekend off with a bang. First, it's the Firecracker 400. NASCAR's best are banking on a big day in Daytona, as a record purse and mid-season bonus money means over $1 million total payday. Plus, from the site where 46 world records have been set, it's the Michelin International Track and Field Meet. Here, Steve Cram defends his world record time in the Dream Mile live. Celebrate Saturday on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Next time you rent a car, be sure to use Gold MasterCard and be covered with Master Rental, the insurance that includes what American Express left out. Because only Master Rental covers more than just collision damage and loss. It covers your stolen luggage and something even more important, you. So for the best car rental insurance any card offers, use the world's #1 gold card, Gold MasterCard. Choose the gold card that makes a difference.
The nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats helps keep me strong and limber, but the kid in me loves the frosted side as much as chopping timber!
Now Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats makes room for something new. New bite size. Shredded wheat nutrition, great taste too. Now even more fit on a spoon.
The shredded wheat nutrition helps me keep the beat, but the kid in me finds the tasty frosting knocks me off my feet.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, original and new bite size.
Hon, about the new air conditioning system.
I'll take care of it.
Well, I did a little checking around myself, and...
A little?
I think we should get an Amana.
Amana? Look, you don't just open the phone book and stop at the A's. I mean, you gotta do research.
Amana's dependable. It'll last us years, and it'll lower our cooling costs.
Fine. But I think you better let me look into this, huh?
Fine.
Yeah.
Maybe these will help.
Well, that's a start. Yeah.
When you know exactly what you want, Amana.
These very special meats are lean and low in calories.
But like everything we make, they're very big on taste. There's a name for food this good. Hormel.
Film critics Siskel and Ebert telling America what movies to see. But do they ever listen to each other?
What about the movie? What about the dialogue? What about the characters? What about the world, huh?
Minsher behind the scenes with Siskel and Ebert when 2020 continues.
More Americans get their news from ABC News, and Koppel, Walters, Donaldson, Downs, Brinkley, and Peter Jennings are some of the reasons why you can expect the world of ABC News.
Travel agent or 1-800-BERMUDA.
This KABC TV News Brief is brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers.
I'm Paul Moyer. Coming up at 11, a holiday weekend crackdown on drunk driving. Also, what happened when a fast-moving brush fire took aim at some homes at the Southland today. Dramatic video of a jet that made an emergency landing when its hydraulic system failed. And how about yuppie hot dogs? A brand new kind of cuisine. All that in the fear of fireworks, too, at 11 o'clock tonight. And we'll see you then.
Go see your Southern California Ford dealer. Tell him you heard he's having such a good year, he's giving his cars away. They love stuff like that.
I think the philosophy of our company is very simple. Decency, fairness, and above all, safe and secure.
You like polite talk? Ain't gonna get it from me, pal. Tonight on 7.
Up to $2,000 cash back from Subaru is worth more than the same money from anyone else. It's worth more because Subaru builds a rugged, reliable wagon that's the best-selling import wagon in America. It's worth more because Subaru's XT6 has the same engine design found in a Ferrari or a Porsche. It's worth more because the Subaru Justy is the lowest-priced four-wheel drive passenger car in America. Up to $2,000 cash back on a Subaru is worth more because it's on a Subaru.
Big news! McDonald's Supersize Cups now feature the stars of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I'm a coon.
Now at McDonald's, for a limited engagement, appearing on 3 different supersized Coca-Cola cups, the stars of the new movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Good times, great taste, supersized makes in my place. The good times, great taste from McDonald's. Big fun!
What's this remind you of? A Kmart Glidden paint sale, right? Me too. And this? You got it. A 2,000 square foot Northern Products log home you could win. And where can you get both?
At Kmart, the saving place and more.
I knew that.
You've suffered through all kinds of diets and regimens. But if you don't get enough protein when you're dieting to lose fat, you might lose muscle. Protein can help you keep muscle while you lose fat. And Special K has the highest level of dietary protein available in a cereal. So one reason for including the under 200-calorie Special K breakfast in a balanced diet is rather obvious. Special K. Keep the muscle. Lose the fat.
Mom, send $500 to us, or there won't be a honeymoon.
To send money fast, come to Western Union. It'll get to any of our 10,000 locations, usually in 15 minutes or less. Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
Happy birthday, America, from Run DMC, Pia Zadora, Steve Gutenberg, the Pointer Sisters, Rob Lowe, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Glenn Campbell, Kool and the Gang, and more. Join the stars from coast to coast when Patrick Duffy and Joanna Kearns host the 2nd annual Star Spangled Celebration, Sunday.
Susan, can we talk?
Sure, Dad.
You notice anything different about Mom?
She's acting pretty wild for her age.
Well, I don't just mean the roller skates.
And the motor scooter? She even borrowed my new dress. Come on, Dad.
What is it?
A balanced diet with the right vitamin nutrition helps people get more out of life. Some are finding Kellogg's Product 19. 100% of 12 vitamins and minerals. Feel good about yourself.
That's the rubber dress.
Feel like 19 again.
It's a baseball explosion on the 4th of July. The St. Louis Cardinals head west to take on the front-running Los Angeles Dodgers. Celebrate the 4th on ABC's Monday Night Baseball.
For transcript of this program, please send $4 to 2020 Transcripts, Journal Graphic, 267 Broadway, New York, New York, 10007. This has been the ABC News Magazine, 2020.
This is ABC.
In the news tonight, the California Highway Patrol out in force on Operation ID. It's an effort to crack down on holiday drunk drivers. Authorities now say a brush fire in Laverne today was started by fireworks.
Also tonight, a lawsuit over an X-rated video cassette called Very Dirty Dancing. A moderate earthquake centered near Palm Springs shakes up the Southland, and Mrs. Melvin Belli tells her side of the story that's headed for divorce court.
Next on Eyewitness News.
At a typical Major League Baseball game, your chances of catching a foul ball are about 1,000 to 1. But if you play triple header, the new California Lottery Instant Game, your chances of winning would look a little more like this. Triple header with 3 games on every ticket. Your chances have never been better.
As a Californian, I figure I'm entitled to say a few words about U.S. Air. Wow. Fantastic. No kidding? All right. So call U.S. Air your travel consultant today. Now. I just had to get the last word in.
Okay, Nose. Don't check it out. Nose can smell a stinky roach spray a block away.
Not this one. Raid Ant and Roach Killer has a lighter scent than ever before.
All clear.
So it's easier on you, tough as ever on roaches.
Hey, Nose. What smells so good? Who knows? Uh-oh.
Raid Ant and Roach Killer kills bugs dead with a better, lighter scent.
私の娘はね、今、シャトルに住んでるんですよ。あんなに遠くにいても、まだ私を冗談ばっかりして笑わせるんですよ。先週も電話がかかってきましてね、お父さん、風邪をひかないようにするには、ビタミン C を飲んで、産地に行くといいわよ。そうすれば風邪をひかんっていうわけ。いや、風邪をひかんっていうわけか。
Only AT&T keeps you this close anywhere in the world. AT&T, International Long Distance.
Number 1 in Southern California. Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Paul Moyer and Connie Little. Johnny Mountain has weather and Jim Hill with sports. Now, the Southland's leading news, Eyewitness News at 11.
Hundreds of Southern California lawmen are spending their holiday weekend trying to keep the rest of us alive. Good evening, everybody. Here's the latest at 11 o'clock. With the threat of holiday drunk driving, officers have fanned out across Southland freeways tonight, and John North has a first-hand report.
By 9 tonight, business was picking up at the mobile booking facility. Operation ID, picking up steam, picking up drunk drivers. It's the second year for Operation Impaired Driver and the California Highway Patrol. Included this year are 42 specially trained officers, people who not only can spot drinking drivers, but those impaired by drugs. They're joining another 200 extra CHP officers this holiday weekend in an attempt to keep those celebrating the 4th of July from turning the holiday into tragedy.
We're going to be deploying throughout the year, and people keep asking us, where might you go, to any areas that we feel generates people taking alcohol and then driving.
Less than 30 minutes after officers Todd Chad and Anthony Gubler hit the freeways, they spot a van driving erratically. In this case, the driver was talking to his wife and watching television, not the freeway. Within an hour, 7 more stops, people weaving across lanes, some speeding. None were drunk, all were warned.
Because that seemed to be the proper thing to alleviate the problem.
In other words, it's just as effective sometimes to warn them to show the presence than it is to cite them.
Exactly.
By nightfall, stop number 9, the driver can barely walk, and Officer Gubler runs him through the field sobriety test. All the while, the driver protesting that they've got the wrong man.
1, 2.
He fails the test, and scenes like this are being repeated throughout Southern California and Los Angeles tonight, and they will continue through the summer. At the mobile booking station, the driver blows a .11 on the breathalyzer. A .10 is legally intoxicated. Last year, during Operation ID, there were no major drunk driver-related injuries, no fatalities. The Highway Patrol and police are hoping for the same record this year. And a reminder, this is just the first night. In downtown Los Angeles, John North, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
There were big traffic problems tonight on the Harbor Freeway. 3 northbound lanes had to be shut down because of an accident. A big rig tractor trailer went out of control and it flipped over. The accident happened near the Imperial Highway. That truck was carrying Honda parts. None of them were spilled on the highway, though. And nobody was hurt, but as you can see, the accident backed up northbound traffic on the freeway for miles. And in the meantime, an overturned tanker truck made the San Bernardino freeway look kind of like a giant marshmallow sundae earlier today. Some 3,000 gallons of white latex paint spilled on the westbound lanes of the freeway just west of Baldwin Park Boulevard. CHP officers shut down the lanes for nearly 7 hours, but the freeway was reopened by 2 o'clock this afternoon, just as those holiday motorists were hitting the road. Paul.
Tony, in other news tonight, fire officials are now saying that fireworks apparently started that huge fire in Laverne today. It nearly destroyed several hillside homes. Fortunately, no reports of damage. Nobody was hurt. But as Dana James reports tonight, firefighters warn they may not be so lucky if 4th of July revelers try to set off their own fireworks this weekend.
300 firefighters battled over 4 hours to contain this blaze. When it was over, officials tallied the scorched acreage at nearly 75. Officials say most brush fires are caused by the careless toss of a cigarette, lit matches, or sparks from a car. But not this one. Firefighters on the scene have found evidence of fireworks. Inspector Ken Soto of the L.A. County Fire Department says fireworks are something that really need to be watched, especially this weekend.
Due to the fact that we're already a month ahead on our brush season, and we haven't had any rain, and there's no rain in sight right now.
What kind of recommendations can you make to people in brush areas even if they have cleared their areas?
Just to keep an eye out, look for suspicious people in their areas, make sure they don't have anybody in their areas like this weekend blowing off fireworks that aren't supposed to be there.
Although this fire threatened a dozen homes, most were unoccupied subdivision models. There are no reports of damages or injuries. Reporting from Laverne, Dana James for Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
We hear the warnings all the time. Here is an example of what fireworks can do. A teenager in Fresno was seriously hurt today as he was playing with firecrackers. The tips of several of his fingers were blown off. The firecrackers were big ones. They started a carpet fire and chipped away pieces of concrete floor underneath. The boy told paramedics that he found the fireworks in his parents' bedroom when they were at work. They told police they had taken the firecrackers away from their son a couple of days ago because they didn't want him to get hurt. But they forgot to throw them away. Tony?
Well, Paul, there was a drive-by shooting tonight at the Riverside Raceway. One man was shot and wounded, and authorities say this might have been gang-related. Hundreds of people were attending the Moreno Valley Festival on that facility's northwest parking lot. Authorities said a car drove by the gate and somebody in the vehicle opened fire. Sheriff's deputies said eyewitnesses told them as many as 7 shots were fired. And there was yet another earthquake in Southern California this evening, south of Palm Springs near the desert community of Borrego Springs. They say it measured 4.1 on the Richter scale. It happened at about 5:26 tonight. It was felt from Palm Springs right to the city of San Diego, but there were no reports of damage or injuries in Borrego Springs or anywhere else for that matter.
Just ahead on the program tonight, hot dogs and host dogs. Also a lawsuit over some very dirty dancing. And the end of the line for Mr. and Mrs. Melvin Belli.
Your question about the marital situation. I have spoken with my husband.
There is one British automobile which has no need to sing its own praises. With the possible exception of the Concorde, no machine so nicely put together has ever before come out of England.
So comfortable, so luxurious, so obviously meant for serious driving.
Starting surprisingly at around $21,000, it is the Sterling, the inevitable British road car.
Great station.
Have you heard 94.7 The Wave yet? It's really refreshing. Relaxing, romantic music, a new mix with great variety. Perfect at work, perfect in the car. It is a great station. Turn on the Wave.
The soundtrack of Southern California. 94.7 The Wave.
We've treated all but one of these steps with Woodlife wood preservatives. That's the one. Woodlife, to protect wood from rotting and moisture. We treated half the scents with Woodlife wood preservative and left the other half untreated. Can you tell the Woodlife half? Woodlife, to protect wood from rotting and moisture.
Go see your Southern California Ford dealer. Tell him you heard he's having such a good year, he's giving his cars away. They love stuff like that.
If business takes you to San Jose, take U.S. Air. We take off non-stop 13 times a day.
Newspapers in San Francisco had a field day today. After years of gossip and controversy, the stormy relationship between attorney Melvin Belli and his wife burst into the headlines, with the wife saying she wants a divorce after 60 years of marriage. 39-year-old Leah Belli claims her 80-year-old spouse falsely accused her of bizarre affairs and has physically and verbally abused her and her daughter. Plus, she said not only that, she's insensitive.
I have spoken with my husband over the last few months about getting marriage counseling. My heart was broken that my husband hasn't called here. It's only been a request about are the dogs okay.
Melvin Belli is on a tour of the Soviet Union. In Moscow, he blamed the problems on Leah, saying a friend of hers named Viscount Alexander Montague resents his presence in the house. That's what he said. Johnny?
Well, Paul, the producers of the hit movie Dirty Dancing went to court today here in Los Angeles. They filed a lawsuit to block the release of a pornographic videocassette titled Very Dirty Dancing. Ads for that film promoted as a beautiful ballerina searching for the ultimate sexual thrills. Well, Vestron Incorporated said it has the exclusive rights to the words Dirty Dancing, and they're afraid the public could confuse the PG-13 film with the X-rated movie because of that imitated title. The federal lawsuit is asking for an order preventing the release of Very Dirty Dancing, and they want unspecified damages as well.
It, of course, is the 4th of July weekend, and millions of Americans are taking their barbecues out this weekend for a try for the traditional 4th of July weenie roast. As Maggie Cooper reports, the much-maligned hot dog is now being thought of as a very haute cuisine.
Ah, the hot dog, the all-American meal. From its simple origins as a sausage on a roll in the 1860s, it's reemerged as the top dog of the 80s.
I think people are looking at it again because there's a lot of people that are starting to really make a quality sausage and quality hot dog. And instead of it being a value-added product where it's the leftovers, it's now taking on a kind of a gourmet nature to it.
Although you can still get 2 for $2.99 some places, gourmet pups cost a little more. A quackwurst made of duck, chicken, and spices will take a bite out of your budget at $3.25. For the purists, there's always the plain old all-American ballpark dog. But for those with more adventuresome taste, the possibilities are endless.
Sweet Italian, Yucatan.
The reincarnation of Peter Proud, starring Michael Sarrazin and Jennifer O'Neill, will return in a moment.
Something new is in the air at Pizza Hut. Introducing hand-tossed traditional pizza. A pizza that's taking off with a crust that's perfect. Not too thick, not too thin. and reaching new heights with a special blend of mozzarella, cheddar, and Monterey Jack cheeses. New hand-tossed traditional pizza. Go ahead, test flight a bite today. A large cheese at a special introduction.
Is believed to be infecting.
Are tough, but even Birdie's no match for men who want more than money.
Hello? We've got Purdy. Could be this they're after.
Steve must follow their orders or see his favorite agent meet a horrible fate. But will stealing a top secret and betraying his comrades spell the end of the New Avengers?
Our Wix chairman told us he...
Come out to Los Alamitos this Saturday, July 27th for the time of your life. In addition to the excitement of the $100,000 Ann Burnett Handicap, we'll be giving away beautiful LCD watches to every adult fan with full paid admission. These 4-function watches feature a denim leather strap that looks great on men or women. So come...
Sis, you've got one head. How come all these shampoos? I want bouncy hair and shiny hair and silky hair. You want healthy-looking hair. Try my new shampoo. Dimension? Bouncy, shiny, silky, all come from healthy-looking hair. That's what Dimension shampoo is made for. Dimension's got a unique patented formula that gives you all you need. So Dimension leaves your hair looking healthy. That's all. But that's everything. That's new Dimension shampoo.
Denny's Jumbo Burger Sale. Save 50 cents on every third of a pound jumbo. Like our Denny Burger. Or jumbos with cheese and crisp bacon. Like our British Burger. Even jumbos graced with grilled onions and tangy barbecue sauce. Like our Circle D Burger. Through the end of May, save 50 cents on any jumbo burger at Denny's. Where you'll like our prices and you'll love our food.
Mr. and Mrs. America, people just like you have created the homemade comedy special. Angie Dickinson and Family Ties Michael Fox add some spice to the homemade comedy special next. Tuesday night, don't miss the A-Team. Then the boys on Riptide drop in for an explosive evening followed by Remington Steele. Be there.
Where are the
Los Angeles.
Life's not the French Riviera. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, what a send-off.
You let your joy show in the things you do, so let our joy flow. Watch that shine come through, you'll see your plates glow. People notice them too, our joy's a reason.
Watch, other leading brands can dry, leaving dirty-looking spots. Only Joy's Lemon Fresh formula lets dishes dry clean, practically spot-free, down to the shine.
Our joy's a reason, let your joy show.
Have you noticed how friendly AT&T is lately? Oh, sure. Now that you have a choice of long-distance phone companies, it's, hello, thank you for calling, have a nice day. And why? Grow up, it's not because they love you. It's because they're afraid you'll do what I did, which is switch to MCI. Because MCI saves me up to 30, 40, even 50% on long-distance calls to any phone in any other state from coast to coast. Now, that's what I call a friend. Who needs hello, hello, hello?
Call MCI. Join Joan Rivers and nearly 2 million others, saving up to 30, 40, even 50% on their out-of-state calls.
Yes, friends, our prices are low.
These days, you hear a lot of talk about low prices. But no one can claim to have the lowest price on every item every day. That's why at Target, we think low prices are something you have to work at, not just talk about. So Target comparison shops hundreds of the products you use most to make sure you'll come out ahead by doing all your shopping at Target. You see, at Target, saving money every day isn't just a bunch of hot air.
Get a McDonald's 1984 Olympic cap and say, hats off to the U.S. Olympic team.
It's a good time to say hats off USA. Go red, white, and blue. Let the pride you feel inside come shining through.
The caps come in 2 different styles and feature official Olympic symbols.
They're only $1.89.
And they're only at McDonald's.
Say hats off to the home team with McDonald's.
Proud sponsor of the '84 Olympics.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
You may be so close to it, you just might be missing it. the world-famous San Diego Zoo. It's right in your own backyard. So there's really no excuse to miss it. Because the world's greatest zoo, the San Diego Zoo, is right in your own backyard.
Open 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Staying fit and trim isn't all hard work. I have a good time. And I drink milk. It has nearly half the calcium I need, more than half the riboflavin. Milk's beautiful nutrition, without a lot of calories, only 1/8 of my day's total. You can't just count calories. The trick is making your calories count. Milk does a body good.
For the rockin' times. For the rolling times. For the sun times. For the fun times. Coolers that keep it cool. For the good times.
Available at participating Nurseryland stores.
Death, eternal punishment for anyone who opens this casket.
Tonight, Boris Karloff is the mummy.
The curse has struck her, and now through her, it will strike my son. Return that scroll to me or die.
No. I broke my vows. Save me now.
Tonight at 8, the Universal Horror Classic, The Mummy, here on Channel 5, your station for movies.
Add a little of this, add a little of that, at Wendy's Garden Spot. It all adds up to something beautiful.
At Wendy's Garden Spot, you can make hundreds of deliciously different salads, and each adds up to less than 300 calories.
Add a little of this, add a little of that. It's a garden oasis like no other place.
Wendy's Garden Spot, something better for Wendy's kind of people.
It all adds up to something beautiful.
I really like Mervyn's big selection of brand name clothes, and this week many of those top brands are on sale during Men's Week of Values. Just look at these Britannia logo shirts for young men. They're usually $16 and $18, but this week they're only $10.99. Mervyn's has Britannia knit shirts in lots of great colors, and they're all just $10.99 each. I like that. There's a lot to choose from, and it's all on sale during Men's Week of Values at Mervyn's today.
Eclipse announces this summer's hotspots. The arms. The legs. Face. Shoulders. Eclipse the hotspots. Eclipse screens out the burning rays, but lets the tanning rays shine through for just the color and the protection you want. To look great in some real hotspots, use Eclipse sunscreens.
Now Diet Pepsi-Free has NutraSweet. Life just seems to get better and better.
Diet Pepsi-Free.
Diet Pepsi-Free just added something they call NutraSweet. I call it terrific.
Diet Pepsi-Free.
Diet Pepsi-Free with NutraSweet. Everything in life should be this good.
And all that taste is caffeine-free.
Terrific.
We are Pepsi-Free.
Regular and diet.
KTLA salute to the Universal Horror Classics continues. Tomorrow at 8, a deranged chemist has bizarre ambitions. Claude Rains stars in H.G. Wells' classic, The Invisible Man, here on Channel 5. Coming up next, Boris Karloff is buried alive.